Warren Buffett is the face of the American stock market, popularly known as the Oracle of Omaha, according to his roots in Nebraskan capital. Buffett is probably the greatest and most well-known investor in recent history, with a net worth of approximately $108 billion. He's built a reputation for himself in the market by using the value investing technique that focuses heavily on long-term results rather than short-term gains. Buffett is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Inc., a Nebraska-based holding company that owns stakes in some of the world's most recognizable companies, including Apple Inc., a California-based technology giant, the Coca-Cola Company, a Georgia-based beverage company, and Bank of America Corporation, a North Carolina-based financial services firm. For more than a decade, Berkshire Hathaway has held positions in most of its top holdings. Apple Inc., the Coca-Cola Company, and Bank of America account for more than half of Berkshire Hathaway's overall investment portfolio. For more than 5 decades, the firm has averaged a yearly return on investment of more than 20%, a record that is unrivaled in history. The firm reported a net income of more than $11.5 billion in the first quarter of 2021. Buffett, who is now 90 years old, is in the process of passing the company's reins to the next generation. Berkshire Hathaway is anticipated to make a fundamental adjustment in investing strategy to stay up with the times as the transformation becomes more evident. Given the profits he has managed for such a long period, it will be tough to dethrone Buffett as the most successful investor of all time. Welcome to Wealthy Wisely channel. In this video, we will be sharing you the top 10 companies of Warren Buffett's most successful investments of all time. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 10. T-Mobile US Inc. The company is based in Washington and was established in 1994. Over the last year, the stock has returned more than 45% to investors. Last year, Buffett showed an interest in the telco industry, obtaining a small part in the third quarter and expanding his stake in the fourth. The merger of the company with the rival, Sprint, earlier that year may have attracted Buffett's interest in the company. Number 9. Sirius XM Holdings Inc. Sirius XM Holdings is a broadcasting business located in New York that's been established since 2008. During the last year, the company's stock has surged with gains of over 15%. Buffett began buying the company's stock in 2016, and since then, he has reduced his total interest in the company, selling some shares in the first quarter of 2021. The company presently accounts for 0.1% of Berkshire's overall holdings. In late April, Sirius XM Holdings reported revenue of more than $2 billion for the first 3 months of 2021, up more than 5% year-on-year, surpassing market expectations by $60 million. Over the quarter, earnings per share were $0.07, beating market expectations by a cent. Number 8. Wells Fargo & Company. Wells Fargo & Company is a financial services firm based in California, established in 1852. Over the past year, the stock has returned more than 69% to investors. Buffett began buying the stock in 2001 and steadily expanded his holdings over time. However, he began selling his shares in 2016 when the bank was caught in scandal involving fraudulent account openings and other issues. With almost 670,000 shares valued at more than $26 million, Wells Fargo & Company now accounts for 0.59% of Berkshire's portfolio. Buffett has sold more than 300 million shares in the firm since late 2019, making a huge profit, but also expressing his long-term bearish stance on the bank. Number 7. Johnson & Johnson. The pharmaceutical and consumer packaging firm, Johnson & Johnson, is headquartered in New Jersey. In 1886, it was established. Nearly the last year, the company's stock has returned over 18% to investors. Berkshire holds about 325,000 shares in the company, valued at over $53 million and accounting for 0.02% of its portfolio. Since 2007, Buffett has gradually sold Berkshire's interest in the healthcare company. Johnson & Johnson is one of the greatest income stocks on the market, with a long history of paying out large dividends. Despite the coronavirus outbreak, the firm has done well in the last year. Number 6. The Procter & Gamble Company. The Procter & Gamble Company was started in 1837 in Ohio and is a consumer products company. In the last year, the stock has returned more than 16% to investors. Buffett originally invested in the company in 2005 and has since grown his holdings to make it one of his top assets. After the 2008 financial crisis, however, Buffett began to reduce his stake in the firm. With more than 310,000 shares worth over $42 million, the Procter & Gamble Company now accounts for 0.02% of Berkshire's portfolio. Despite the fact that it was far from Buffett's finest investment, he nonetheless made a handsome return on his original stake on the company. Number 5. Mondelez International Inc. Mondelez is a food, beverage, and snack food corporation located in Chicago. It was founded in 2012. Over the past year, the company's stock has returned more than 25% to investors. In 2007, Warren Buffett made his first investment in the firm. He has not, however, grown his interest in the company significantly over the years. The firm accounts for 0.01% of Berkshire's portfolio. Berkshire Hathaway has about 550,000 Mondelez shares, valued more than $33 million. The food company's stock has risen by 8% in the last year and a half, providing stockholders with decent profits. Brands like Oreo and Cadbury are among the company's most well-known. Now, we are halfway through the list. Have you ever been one of these companies' customers? I'm pretty sure you must have spent money on at least one of these companies that I mentioned. Comment down below and tell us which one is your favorite. Now, let's get back to our list. Number 4. United Parcel Service Inc., or UPS. UPS is a shipping company headquartered in Georgia, established in 1907. Over the last 12 months, the stock has returned more than 102% to investors. Buffett initially invested in this shipping company in 2006, when he paid over $113 million for over 1.4 million shares. Buffett has now reduced his holdings in the firm, which currently account for just 0.004% of the Berkshire portfolio. UPS is still on the list of the most rewarding investments since its stock has risen in value over the last year. Since Buffett initially acquired stock in the company, the stock has returned more than 323% to investors. Buffett has been holding the stock for years in anticipation of a surge like this, and it's unclear whether he'll keep his tiny investment in this shipping company or sell it off in the coming months. Number 3. The Coca-Cola Company. Coca-Cola is a beverage manufacturing and distribution company headquartered in Georgia. The company was started in 1892. In the previous year, investors have received a return of more than 22% on their investment in the company's stock. Buffett made an initial investment in the firm in 1987, when the shares were reasonably priced following a recession. Berkshire Hathaway's beverage company is one of the company's oldest businesses, accounting for 8% of its portfolio. The Coca-Cola Company stock has increased in value by more than 115% over the last decade, and the company is also one of Berkshire's top dividend payers. By the end of 2020, Buffett is expected to have made more than $20 billion on his $1.3 billion investment on the Coca-Cola Company. In a letter to investors in 1988, Buffett stated that he planned to keep on to the beverage company's stock for a long period of time. Number 2. Bank of America Corporation. Bank of America is a financial services business based in North Carolina. The company was established in 1998. In the last year, the stock has returned more than 74% to investors. Buffett began buying shares in the bank at a discounted price in 2011 and originally spent $5 billion, steadily expanding his position in the bank. In 2017, he also took advantage of a previously issued warrant to purchase a larger interest in the company at a significant discount. With over 14.5% of Berkshire's portfolio, Bank of America Corporation is now the company's second largest investment. It holds over 1 billion shares in the bank, valued at over $39 billion. As Buffett reduced his investments in several major bank holdings in the latter half of 2020, he increased his holdings in Bank of America, confirming his long-term optimistic outlook on the company. Number 1. Apple Inc. Apple is a technology firm based in California, established in 1976. Over the last year, investors have enjoyed a more than 50% return on their investment in the company's stock. Buffett initially invested in Apple in late 2016 and has gradually increased his holdings each quarter since then, selling just a tiny amount towards the end of 2020. Berkshire Hathaway possesses more than 5% of Apple through shares, valued more than $110 billion. Since Buffett began investing in Apple, the stock has increased by over 400%. Berkshire's largest stake is currently Apple, which accounts for more than 40% of the company's total portfolio. Buffett has gained more than $100 billion on his Apple investment, including $3 billion in dividend payments over the years. Which companies do you like the most? Any stocks in this video you've been holding or used to have? Share with us in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. As always, thanks for watching.